Good morning, love bugs, and thanks for stopping by the channel. This is Danielle, the Tax Craft Lady. Hope everyone's doing good. We're winding down the year. It's the end of November. I wanted to come in here, talk to you guys about ending the year off on the right note. Let's start fixing this credit. Now, we've been procrastinating. Things have come up. Thought it would cost a ton of money. We have all kind of excuses. Me the same. Funny thing is, I work on people's credit and then slack off on my own a little bit. But we're going to end this year on the right note so we can start 2024 off strong. Okay, guys? So I'm back and I want to keep this going on the right note. First thing I like to ask you guys to do is go ahead and hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. Do all that good stuff. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss none of the good stuff Danielle, the Tax Craft Lady's bringing to the table. Today we're using our Spill the Tea cup. And if you make a comment on the post, you could get you a free Spill the Tea cup too. We got to support our small businesses, and this is one way that I am doing it, and hopefully we'll keep this going and have a product or a service from a small business, maybe in your area or my area or wherever, that we can purchase something from and give something away and help support that small business. Okay, guys? It really means a lot. So let's get into this credit repair. So one thing I hear people say to me a lot, oh, I can fix my own credit. You can, but will you? Will you take the time to write the letters, to send the letters? 3 different credit bureaus, several different creditors. Will you take the time to do that? So that's the issue. Because just say something's on your credit and you decide, oh, I'm going to get this off my credit. I see TransUnion done sent me this letter, or the creditor sent me this letter. Okay, so just for one item that is, let's just say it's inaccurate, so you want to dispute it, you have to send letters to the creditor, to all 3 credit bureaus, pointing out the inaccuracy and asking for it to be taken off. Okay, so that's 6 to 8 letters right there for one item. So that's the thing. When people say, oh, I can fix my credit, I'll do it. Will you do it? Do you have the time? Do you have the time for the follow-up? Because there are different steps every 35 to 45 days. Okay, so first let's point this out. There's 3 credit bureaus, 3 big bureaus. TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Okay? And these agencies oversee the credit reporting, okay? And a lot of times I hear also other, let's say, credit coaches and things saying this and that is illegal. And there are a lot of illegal things that creditors do, but there are still certain steps you have to take to get those things, the negative items or inaccurate items, removed from your credit report. So when you just say you come to me, hey, I need to get my credit fixed, the first thing we're going to do is pull your credit and set you up with some credit monitoring, because you need to have alerts on what's going on with your credit. Okay, I've had an alert several years back, and that's kind of what got me into doing this, because I got an alert that someone was purchasing a car in my name using my social security number in Pennsylvania. I was in Florida. I've been in Florida for many years. So that really floored me, and I was like, it really took me a hard time to even get that inquiry, get that thing fixed, okay? And in trying to get that fixed, I learned a lot of things about credit and what the creditors do and things like that really is not a service to you or me. So like I said, the first thing I'm going to do is pull your credit report. And we're going to go over that credit report to see where you stand. The first thing I see when I see your credit report is your personal information. Your name, your potential aliases that you might have, your date of birth, your social, things like that. We want to make sure those things are correct. If any of those things are wrong, this is our first red flag where we're going to start disputing. And as I pull your credit report, I'm pulling it from all three bureaus, okay? Because just say my name is spelled right on TransUnion's report, but on Experian and Equifax, it's wrong. I need to contact them and have them correct that. The next thing I'm going to see on your credit report are negative accounts. So those things are, we need to go over those things and make sure those accounts are in fact your accounts. They could be a significant others. They could be identity theft. They could be so many things go on. Sometimes you go through the mall and they say, hey, apply for this, and all of a sudden you see you applied for 5 different things that you had no idea of. So those things we need to go through each negative item and make sure they're accurate. If any part of those items are inaccurate, we need to dispute them, okay? That is very important. Disputing starts with reaching out to the creditor. First of all, I ask for who's the furnisher of this negative account. What company did you buy this from? Get it sent to you or whatever it may be. How did you get the account? I need to see that. And if they can't produce the furnisher or how they got the account, right there, we can ask them to take it off of your credit report, okay? Because that is illegal, okay? Now just say you have a few credit cards. Let's say small amount cards. I'll say small amount. I'll say $1,000 credit or less that you may have gotten as a college student, or you may have gotten, hey, you just applied real quick. Somebody popped up, said apply for this, whatever. You did it. You thought it would be great. Hey, a little change here and there, and then you forgot about it because you didn't pay it off, and now it's on your credit. We need to get those things off, and a lot of those companies will take settlements to remove them. Because in a sense, they're still thinking it's better to get something rather than nothing. Okay, so keep that in mind. And there are so many other things that can be on your credit report, whether they're loans financed, whether you financed an appliance package, whether you bought a car, utility bills, student loans, medical bills. So many things can be on your credit. But anyway, as I was saying, the first thing we're going to do also is get those negative accounts, make sure they're accurate, because that's where our second, after your personal information, lines of disputing comes, the negative accounts, okay? So as long as, just say all the accounts are yours and the amounts on there are accurate. We can't technically dispute them, they're all correct, but we can ask for settlement amounts. Just say you had a $500 card, you forgot about it, whatever, you didn't pay it off. Now there's interest, you owe them $700 or $650, whatever. Right now we say, hey, I'm getting ready to have my income tax, I'll get a little bit of change back, let me take care of some of this. I'm going to have $450 extra. Sorry, my little man in the background is wanting my attention. But anyway, you got $450 and you want to take care of this. So we're going to send them a letter. Hey, will you take a settlement to clear this account and take it off of my credit? So, as I was saying, a lot of creditors will take a settlement amount. But of course, you have to reach out to them and see if they will accept what you're trying to settle on. So like I said, just say it was a $500 card, you gained some interest because you didn't pay it off, and it's on your credit. You can have a little bit of change, whatever you want to try to get it off. So we're going to send them a letter. Will you accept a settlement amount of $450 to clear this account and to get it off my credit report? So that's one way to go about things. Okay, so like I said, the next thing you see on your report are negative accounts. So then the next thing after that are positive accounts. And these accounts you want on your report. There are accounts that may say that you have a card that reports to the credit agencies and it shows for the last year and a half you've been paying this card on time, or you've been paying your student loan payments every month virtually on time, and that's on your account, credit account, as a positive record. And those are good. You want positive records on your account because it shows your credit worthiness. You don't want to just have to keep trying to clean up negative things, okay? The next thing you'll see are inquiries. This is anytime you've applied for credit and they've done hard inquiries. Now, sometimes soft inquiries are on there, but they're not as detailed. So, your hard inquiries are on there. Anytime your credit report has been requested, whether you went to finance a car or get some type of loan, or even for a job. Excuse me. Give me this. My granddaughter's doing some crazy stuff down here, legacy. Anyway, inquiries. And the inquiries, there's several types of inquiries, and we'll go into that a little bit later. But it could be, like I said, maybe it's a job, and jobs now pull your credit. A lot of jobs do. Whether you tried to finance something, or maybe you're trying to get your teeth done and they pulled your credit, whatever it may be. But we'll talk about that another time. Like I said, the next thing you see are inquiries. Then the next thing you see are consumer statements. Consumer statements are, it's like a little space on your credit report. I think it's like 100 words or less that you can explain your credit. You can explain, my student loan payments got behind because I fell ill. I was unemployed. I went through the pandemic, and then, I got COVID. Whatever it may be, you can explain those things, or certain things. My little man is throwing up. That are on your credit report. And a lot of people creditors and things do look at that. You know, they want to know why your credit is in the state it's in. So that's also important. Some people think it's kind of silly to have that on there, like nobody looks at that. Well, I look at it, so I'm sure other people do too. The next thing we usually see on your credit report are furnishers' contact information. So anybody who has things on your credit report, it's their contact information. So one, we can contact them, or you can, to get those things taken care of on your credit. Whether you're paying them off or disputing them. It's each creditor's contact information, which is very important. Okay. So mainly what we want to do is end 2023 on a good note. And it usually takes 35 to 45 days to get the responses back when we send out our first round of letters. So start this week. Don't wait. Just start. So by the end of December, we'll have a response back, and that credit report numbers will start moving up, okay? Because that's what we want. We want to go up. You know, I hear my boy CJ on 32s and Griffin family balling up. That's where we're going. We're going up, okay? So I want you guys to get a hold of your credit. Don't think, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take care of my credit. No, you're not. You're not going to take the time to do it. So leave me a comment down below. I can give you some pointers. Hire me. I can help you take care of that credit. Okay, and don't forget, if you leave a comment down below, you could be receiving the Spill the Tea cup. Okay. And all my little helpers on grandma duties are starting to want my attention, so I'm gonna sign off. Don't forget to hit that like button. Go ahead, comment, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, so you don't miss none of the good stuff Danielle the Tax Craft Lady's bringing to the table. Okay.